Hey, done a lot of thinking lately. A lot of it's been about shutting this channel down. Kind of lost my way as far as this channel goes, content. And as of last night, I was prepared to shut this channel down and just say, hey, it's been great. I might do some other things, but this channel is going to be completed. As of today, I've been vlogging for 7 years and 26 days. That's a lot of vlogging, with some breaks in there. Last night, as I was thinking about what to say, took a break and I watched some YouTube videos, and I kind of went down a rabbit hole, like you do with YouTube. And I ended up looking at a video by megsquats, and megsquats is the name of the channel. It'll be in the links down below. She said something that I could totally identify with. She was recapping how she went from where she had started to where she is now. She's come a long way through all different types of workouts and programs and goals, competitions, and now she's a power lifter. But she said she hit a point where her brain did not control her hand putting food in her mouth. It's where I've been for a little while now. Put on a lot of the weight that I've lost over the years. I've put back on, mostly in the last 6 to 8 months. But I decided if this channel is going to go forward, I needed to have a definite direction for this channel. Because to me it just feels like this kind of meanders with, hey, here's what's going on in John's life. So I watched the first few videos of this vlog. I went way back to seven years ago, which started on April 1st, 7 years ago. So I watched those and I realized, hey, the goal was to get in shape, right? I know that, but the goal was to get in shape, was to reach some point of health and fitness that would be sustainable and make my life better. Right? For me, having six-pack abs won't make my life any better. That's not a goal. Losing weight, being more flexible, staying strong, so as I age, that I have lower chance of injuries, a better quality of life, possibly a longer life, but mostly better quality of life is what I'm really looking for. So that's going to be the focus of the channel again. But to restart that, I have to tell you that I'm not sure what I'm going to do in the month of May. The goal is to start vlogging again regularly in June. Now, the reason for that is all the things that I've had going on in my life for the last year and 4 months. So let me recap the last year and 4 months of all the major events that have gone on. I took a position in Texas. Just before I moved to Texas, we found out my brother, who had brain cancer, had brain cancer return. After a long conversation with my brother, very open and emotional, he asked me not to turn down the job in Texas. Because at that point I still could, and I could have stayed in Ohio. He said that he knew this was a career move for me, and that he really didn't want me to turn down the job. He felt that it was important. And even then I almost didn't come to Texas. But I did. I came to Texas. The job here is it's a big job. Long hours, a lot of stress. And I knew that coming down. But it was the big job for what I do in my company. It's the flagship position. So I'm down here doing that job to the best of my ability. In September, my brother passed away in my arms with my sister and I 12 days before my 50th birthday. Excuse me. We buried him 12 days before my 50th birthday. And I miss him a lot. That being said, I've dealt with his estate as the executor, which is a lot of work. What you may not know is I was in a relationship for the entire time that my vlog has been going. She did not want to be part of my online life. I respected that. You've actually seen her in a couple videos in the background, and you've heard her voice. Wonderful, wonderful woman, but she decided not to come to Texas. Which means, of course, that now I'm down here by myself. We're still very close. We still talk almost every day. It's just that relationship isn't what it needed to be, and so now we're here. And then, April 1st, I started my PhD. So I got a few things going on. And in this, there are a lot of easy excuses for not working out. There are really a lot of emotional things going on that are driving me to not be able to control this hand, putting food in my mouth. Actually, I'm looking at a couple plans of action. And when I decide what I'm going to do, I will inform you of what I'm going to try and do and let you know how it works. And on top of that, I just literally found out that another member of my family has a form of skin cancer. Hopefully that'll be treatable and everything will be wonderful, but that's the way things have been going the last year. And what I'm going to do in May, I do plan on doing the weekly vlogs in June, starting in June again. They will be focused on getting healthy. That will, of course, bring in aspects of my outside life, outside of fitness, as far as what's going on, as far as the stressors. But the focus is going to be, how's John trying to get healthy again? That was the whole idea at the beginning of this, was my date with Natalie Portman. The whole idea was I'd reward myself with a date with Natalie Portman once I hit some of my goals. Of course, I also understood that I'd probably get stood up, and I'm okay with that. The truth is that was just a fun way to start things off. I don't know. I want to point out that I still think Natalie Portman is a phenomenal actress. I think she's awesome. But the reward right now seems less, any kind of like reward for achieving my goals seems less important to me now than achieving those goals themselves. I don't know how to describe how I went from there to here. But that's where I'm at. These goals, I want to get some kind of lifestyle that I can maintain that will keep me flexible and at a healthy weight, whatever that happens to be for me. It's going to be a lot more. That weight will be a lot more than most normal humans because I'm a really big guy. However, it needs to be a lot less than it is right now. Right now, I was watching I watched part of the draft, the NFL draft, and I weigh more than anybody drafted. So that's where we're at. So we're going to go ahead. I thank everybody that has stuck around and has been viewing. I do love you all. I just needed some space to deal with specifically my brother's loss, and I'll still be dealing with that for some time, probably the rest of my life. But I finally got to a point where it's not so immediate that I'm crushed by it all the time. Life goes on. So remember that I love you. Take care of yourself. Rock on. I do plan on continuing the Wiener Toast challenge. I have got some new ideas for Wiener Toast to take it to the next level. So we'll do some fun things like that. but mostly it's to help define and develop my lifestyle.